Hello, my name is Danielle St. John. I am a Green Party candidate running for Congress in California's 49th District. I just wanted to give a little campaign update today, actually a big campaign update today.
Can you wait just to make sure this is going to work? 'Cause I'm not sure you're streaming to your Facebook yet.
No? Okay.
So, I mean, it says you're streaming there.
Uh,
Click start streaming.
it says stop. I see stop streaming, right? So that means it started.
Yeah, that you would think.
Hold on, sorry, technical difficulties maybe.
Yeah. Everything just worked.
Okay, so this can give people some time to get on other
Right.
channels anyway.
Oh, we're not streaming to your Facebook, so we should start this stream over
Okay.
and do crap. Because we have to redo the YouTube event and all that stuff, but I think Facebook is really where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to we can keep this stream going and stream to Facebook with your phone? Are you cool with that?
No, let's just start this over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do another event at 2:15 probably.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of what needs to happen first.
Well, why don't I just do it on Facebook then?
Hmm?
Why don't I just do it on Facebook then? It's okay. I mean, that seems to be.
Oh, you mean just do a live stream from Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
But then you can't share this video. We'll get it. We'll do it.
Okay.
I want to get it right for you. So I don't know. I guess you're streaming to Periscope?
Should I stop this one?
Sure. Why not? All right. Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Sorry. So I'm going to do Got some people joining up.
Okay. Hi, guys. I don't know if you.
They can't hear you.
They can't hear me.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay. What do I need to do for that?
Oh, now you got it.
You got it? Okay, great. All right, hi, my name is Danielle St. John. I am a Green Party candidate running for Congress in California's 49th District. And I wanted to do a campaign update today. There's been a lot of stuff going on. So first, I just wanted to give some love to to my donors. Even just the little bits that come in, you guys, we're not taking any corporate money. So even, I think the lowest that I've gotten was like $5 or something like that. And it's like, that kind of stuff like just really means so much. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but just when you don't need $2 million to run a campaign, but you do need a little bit, like we need to pay for, website stuff. We need to have yard signs and things like that. So, transportation, that's a big one, like to and from events. It's like babysitting, like, so thank you. Everything helps. It's much appreciated. So let's see. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is
Talk a little bit about like what the money, like how much you got and what that actually means, like what you're going to do with it.
Right. Okay. So right now, we just got, I think, 2 checks for roughly about 150 each, or 120, 125 each, from Crowd Pack, and so we're getting Ready to Vomit yard signs for those, and Danielle for Congress yard signs. Thinking maybe about maybe bumper stickers. I'm not sure. I think it might just be too late for that, but definitely the yard signs, because these, during the campaigns, these like little areas pop up where like everybody throws their signs on the corners, where people drive by a lot. So I would like to just get a whole bunch of them. Every time I see a little crop, I want to put in just a little bit bigger than everybody else's, the I'm ready to vomit sign. So I think that'll actually give us, a lot. I mean, people who vote find it disgusting, honestly. But that's why we have Humanity Rises too, right? So we've got readytovomit.com and we've got Humanity Rises. So depending on who I'm talking to,
How disgusted they are.
yeah, and I did an interview on a conservative radio station. I'm going to play for you guys in just a few minutes, but I actually used the Humanity Rises one in that one as well. But there are also a lot of people who don't vote, and when they drive by these piles of litter, on the side of the road, basically, that's
Piles
what.
of hope and change.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that's what they feel. They feel sick, and I bet you that's going to it's going to be important. It's going to catch the eye of the people who don't go vote. Who wouldn't. They don't bother. There's nothing to waste your time on. Why would you? If there's only a choice between a shit sandwich and a shit burger, like, why are you gonna skip work anyway? But so I'm hoping to appeal to the people that are always left out of the equation. So that's those are a few things that I wanted to do with that. Also, let's see. The first thing that I did recently was a League of Women's Voters. What's that?
One thing, I may have not adjusted the Periscope title, so if people are thinking they're watching the lessons learned for World War II on Periscope, you may want to tell them that's not going to happen.
Okay. Okay, so if you've tuned in for the lessons from World War II talk on Periscope, that's already passed. The title didn't change, so this is a campaign update. Sorry to ruin. I know it's actually, but you can go to YouTube and is it Humanity? Yeah, Humanity Rises YouTube channel and see it there. Freeman did it an hour ago. So, campaign updates. I did a League of Women's Voter Forum in Oceanside, where I think there were 11 candidates again who participated, and I didn't really get asked that many questions, but the ones that I did ask, I think I did pretty well. It was a packed house, a couple hundred people there, and the one thing that I really wanted to get across, I did, which is call Michael Vu. Probably should just tell you guys that now. Call Michael Vu. If you can call the San Diego Registrar of Voters office and find out what they're doing to make sure that the election fraud that happened in the 2016 primaries doesn't happen again. It's really, really important, because it doesn't really matter, how much money we throw at these campaigns. If the registrar is going to cheat, then it's all a loss. So if you guys can, I'll put the phone number down below for the Registrar of Voters. If you can call and make sure that they are doing what they're supposed to make sure that the primary is not rigged. So, and then this was kind of like an impromptu interview. I was interviewed on a conservative AM talk show where it was a candidate free-for-all, and a couple people said, call in, because it doesn't matter what you're running for, or what you're running for. If you're running in the primaries, doesn't matter what party, call in and get an interview. So I did, and some of you have probably already seen this, but I'm gonna play it for you now. Well, it's not going. It's like it's going, but I don't hear it.
Oh, is it playing but you don't hear it?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like it's playing.
Yeah, I know, but what's that?
This is the Mike Slater Show.
And we've had, listen, no joke, very impressive candidates, I thought. Thought people have done a really, really wonderful job. So let's keep this party going. So it was Juan Hidalgo, who we talked to earlier, and then we just talked to John Renison. both 51st district, all along the border. Pretty cool. All right, let's jump up north now. We're going to go to the 49th district, which is Darrell Ice's former district. Danielle St. John is running. And Danielle, what party are you running on behalf of?
Hello, I'm running Green Party, actually.
Danielle, I think, you can't be the first Green Party person. It's been a while since we've talked to a Green Party candidate. But I appreciate you being here. Thanks for being here. So what's up with the Green Party? Why are you running as a part of that?
Well, little backstory. I am a lifelong Democrat. And this last presidential election, I watched the Democratic Party cheat, rig the primaries against Bernie Sanders. And, I'm certainly not the only one, but I could not stay with a party that, it was blatant. We all saw it, and it wasn't the Russians. So I had no other choice but to leave the Democratic Party. And there was still another party that, is that has some organization behind it that represented my values. So I registered Green. I was actually going to run as an independent, but because I'm registered Green, when I was, doing my paperwork, they told me that, well, yeah, we could have you fill out the voter ID card and, but there's a chance that you might not be on the ballot. So I said, you know what? Fine. Green's fine. I registered Green for a reason. They represent my values, and I've gotten lots of Green love ever since. But
well, Danielle, I can respect that very much. So we only got a few minutes here, and I'd love to chat with you about a whole bunch of things. But
okay.
let's try to pick one. I'll throw it in your court here. So we're more conservative, right? Listeners listening now are going to be on the more conservative side of the spectrum. So what do you think is one issue that would maybe most appeal to someone on the conservative side?
human trafficking.
Beautiful, Danielle. Great answer. All right, talk about it.
Okay, so we live in a border city, and it's rampant here. It's not even, I mean, almost seems like the Democrats, kind of ignore it in a way that's unsettling to me. So that's something that I definitely really just can relate to with the Republicans. I've made a lot of really, really excellent, friends just watching what Trump has done with, all of the pedophilia arrests over the last year. It's been very interesting because it's been very silent actually both the left and right media have been silent on all of the arrests that have had thousands and thousands and thousands of arrests. And I've made a lot of really, really great Republican friends because, this is unity to me. We all have to, protect our children. And so that is something to me that I can I'm right there with the Republicans, that this is a huge problem and we need to address it head on.
That's a great answer, Danielle. What is your website? People can go learn more about Danielle St. John.
Okay, so you can, there's actually two websites, but I'm going to give you humanitarises.info.
See, this is the problem. Miles already owned humanitarises.com.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
If you want it, I can sell it big
Miles,
now.
big money here. All right, humanitarises.info. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Danielle, thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much for letting me speak.
No,
I really appreciate you guys being here.
Appreciate you. I think, you know what? I think Danielle is a woman of principle.
Sure.
I like everything she said. I'm sure we disagree on 98% of it. Yeah. But pretty good. Leaves the party. Party doesn't.
Well, we all
the
saw
Russians.
it. We all saw it.
Danielle saw it.
I saw it.
And she won. Miles is a big Bernie guy too. That's why you bought humanitarises.com.
That's right.
But the human trafficking, huge issue. All right, very good. Danielle St. John, Green Party in the 49th District.
This is the Mike Slater Show.
And we've had...
So how do I turn this off?
Yeah, just close Safari and then go back.
Really wonderful job.
There we go. Okay, so that's so that was the Mike Slater show. That was fun. A woman of principle, was that? Yeah, I love that, right? So that's, I think I'm going to call back in though and say, well, if maybe you agree with or disagree with 98% of what I have to say, but maybe not. Maybe, just why don't you give me a chance for a longer interview? Maybe we can hash it out, see what happens. So I also think I'm going to send him my my Russian bot video. I bet you they'll like it. But so that was fun. And then so the big event of the week was LA on Friday. So it was an 8 o'clock show, Lee Camp and Jimmy Dore. Yay, fun. And just met a bunch of people up there. It was almost like an infusion of progressive energy. It was like nobody was there to fight. Everybody was there for, to see these just, really amazing progressive, news sources for us. It was a comedy show, but, we have to get our news from YouTube now. So, but anyway, it was really, really awesome to feel all the energy I finally got to meet Roberta Fox. If you're watching, hi Roberta. She's just as amazing as I thought she was going to be. So we went to the show. We left at 2 p.m. I thought it was a little overkill to be there for an 8 o'clock show, but nope. Thanks, LA traffic. I'm really happy about San Diego traffic every time I go to LA. But so we get there, and it was a lot of fun. Hung out with a lot of people. We were front and center. I think I was in the front row center seat. So that was pretty awesome. And it was a great show. I really wish we could have gone to both nights, but we've got lives in San Diego we had to come back to. Couldn't play in LA forever. But then, so the comedy show was great, and then afterwards, there was a small group of people that were invited out to just kind of have some drinks and hang out and chat. And so when we were waiting outside for everybody to get there, this cute, a couple cute little girls walk up, and I didn't recognize them at first. But then when I took a closer look, one of them was Abby Martin. So I was like, oh my God, Abby Martin. I gave her a hug. I was like, I love you. Thank you so much for what you do. And I even showed her a couple minutes of the Russian bot video. She said, send it to me. She thought it was great. But I didn't want to push too much. But and Ron Placone was there. He's awesome. I think we may be doing an interview on his show for the campaign. So fingers crossed. And then I got to meet Lee Camp at the end of the night, and that was awesome. And I only got a minute with him. He was so big, of course, he's man of the hour, right? It was his comedy show, so everybody wanted to chat with him. But I did get a few minutes, so I got the selfie in the other picture. For those of you that have seen our cooperative economy video, we featured actually a couple clips of Lee Camp in this video that talk about how we should be trying to create a future with far less jobs. People should work less, not more. We're already away from our families too much. We're already, in this pressure cooker. We don't, get enough sleep. We don't eat right. I was actually at this comedy show, the one last year where he said this, and he said that no politicians were running on people working less, and that coupled with the cooperative economy, it really did get me thinking that I am a politician that's running on working less, and he helped me see that. So it was kind of hard to get it all out to him in the minute or two that I got with him. But I did ask him.
We got him with the hamster wheel comment, though.
Yeah, did we?
You got him.
Did I say? Well, I just said, look, the last time you were here, you said that we were hamsters on a wheel, and no politicians were running on people working less. And I am, so thank you for that. And he was like, oh, that's awesome. I said, I know that your schedule's tight, but it would really, really help me out a lot if we could do an interview about my campaign before the primary. And he gave me his card. He didn't say yes or no, but he gave me his card, and I sent him an email. So fingers crossed, hopefully I can get an interview with Lee Camp. And so that was it was just a crazy. I mean, it was there were just so many people there. It just soaking up all the progressive energy. And then we got invited the next morning to the Bernie Coffee Shop. It's the Big Lebowski coffee shop, actually, but where Lee Camp was doing an interview there. So this is Saturday morning. So we went and did that, and we got to watch him do another interview, and then we just hit the road and came back down. But But it was very, very exciting and rejuvenating. Like I feel like I have some more progressive fight in me. Not that I didn't before, but campaigning is you get a lot of negative opinions thrown at you. So anyway, that's my update. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Let me see. Look at my notes. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to say is that it kind of became clearer to a lot of people on this trip that the Democrats and the Republicans in my race are very, very divided, right? You've got, I mean, even, so let's say Doug Applegate is the most progressive Democrat in the race, right? If he does get elected, he has this tremendous uphill battle. He is going to have to fight, for every scrap of change. So, I don't know. Like, I think that people are seeing more clearly that the Democrats do not have our best interest in mind anyway. So, but the people who are, vote blue no matter who, they've got, have 4 or 5 people. They're going to split their own vote. And same thing with the Republicans. I think there's more Republicans in the race than there are Democrats. But then there's me, and it's only me, and I'm green. And people who don't usually come out to vote, I think are going to. It's so divided that I think it's going to be down to a couple percentage points for everybody. So I don't know. I'm very encouraged. I really feel like this is where the last push down to the election, 16 more days, or to the primary, 16 more days. But I think we've got a pretty good shot. So, I again thank you to the donors. If you and if you can't donate, please just share. And hopefully somebody who sees this might want to donate. So and it's I'm just relying on you guys, and that's it. So
How much time have you spent fundraising?
How much time?
Making phone calls and stuff.
Oh, making none. No, I haven't called anybody for money. So, I guess that's I'm focusing on the people instead of donors, right? So, anyway, that's I think it's a good thing. I think that I haven't even had to file. I'm actually pretty close to having to file with the FEC. So, thank you. That's $5,000 threshold, and you have to start filing with the FEC. But I'm not I haven't had to file yet. I think that's I think there might be 4 other people who haven't had to file with the FEC. But honestly, like if any of my people in my voters in my district are watching, I would just, if you want to shorten down the list to the good candidates, to the ones that are not going to not going to sell out, just go to the ones who haven't had to file with the FEC. It cuts it down to 4, I think. Might make your choice a little bit easier. So anyway, unless there's any other questions, no, I'm just going to leave it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll try to do these a little bit more regularly, up until the primary. So talk to you soon.